I want to take where you are now
Sure.
because this is your passion. And all of that, of course, was fun and exciting. But what you're doing now with your executive speech coaching
Sure.
positions.
Right.
So I don't know if you can even share with us a nameless person
Sure.
that you have worked with and the net of your coaching. Can you give us a great story? Because I love what you're doing. I mean, I'm a big believer in the right words. The communication skill has to be sharp as a tack. So take us through one of your executive coaching sessions with a rock star. How's that?
Well, I believe you mentioned before we started, and I train at the top campaign schools in the nation. So many of your elected women are my clients. I have been with them. I am the one that explains how you get through a debate. And today's debates are just, nasty, nasty, nasty. But why don't you just stop and say, you make a good point. And then boom, now we go on. You must change the public's opinion. The situation has gotten a little bit out of hand. So many of and I have a few male clients, there's no doubt. I have more male clients in business. I do have a lot in politics, governors, congressmen, members of Congress. And I also work internationally for the U.S. State Department. So I'm in other countries, and I primarily help women who have a seat in Parliament. And they get there and they're a token, but then they're like, I could do something with this. And then I'm brought in to help. I'm an elected water commissioner. I've been elected for many years. And so I understand the political process. And so teaching at campaign school has absolutely opened the door for me to help people find their path into public service. And then what I call civil society, where we're trying to make the world a better place. So to take you through a session, it's so interesting. I have presidents of corporations are like, well, I must be a pretty good speaker. I'm the president. And I'm like, yeah, that means nothing. And what's funny is probably 5-6 times out of 10, the wife is the one who calls me. And she said, I
Oh,
love my
he's the
husband.
big kicker.
He's a terrible speaker, and we've got to do well. And so she's like, will you come to the house? Well, I will, as long as she's there and there's other people there. And the first
Right.
thing that happens when I walk in, he's like, well, I don't want to talk about the stock. Well, we have to talk about the stock because it's tanking. And you just have to rearrange it. If I could convince most of my speakers, if you make the ending the beginning, you change everything. See, anybody can write an introduction, but how are you going to close? And nobody wants to hear you for that long. I know you think you're amazing, but I'm probably going to cut your speech in half because I want people to say, I could have heard her all day versus she went on all day. So just a lot. I used to own an ad agency. So I see things from a little bit different perspective where I can say, listen, the public's, they're not going to buy it. Or where's your logo on your slides? I mean, why do we have 47 slides? Nobody said, oh, I can't wait to see their slide deck. So no, it's just, you need somebody who's been successful in business, a successful speaker, and someone who does it for a living. You've seen it too. People got through hard times. They're like, well, I'm pretty funny. I think I'll be a speaker. And I'm strong enough to pick up the phone and say, and when did you become a speech coach? Because if you mess somebody up, you might mess them up for life. So find somebody who does it well and is successful and loves the business. I know, shocking but true, Jane. I am almost 30 years in this business.
No, Deb, I'm listening to you. I've seen you do your work. I see all the social media, and I am so excited for you that you have gone to international links. Oh my gosh. And you taught at Harvard. You got the Order of the Palmetto. You
Thank you.
really an international executive coach. That is so impressive. For one reason only. You're good.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you're good at what you do.